QinetiQ's a global company, primarily based out of the UK, but looking at a increasing offering around the globe, primarily with test and evaluation through across the whole spectrum, as well as really innovative products and process where we need unique solutions. So we're not a volume producer or a prime, we're really a provider of those unique solutions and test and evaluation. So QinetiQ's working on some really exciting programs. For over 20 years we've been providing structural integrity services to Defence Aviation Safety Authority. So we've got over 65 structural integrity engineers, in fact just over 70 now, working to look after the safety of ADF aircraft. Down in Melbourne we're also looking for DST, our DST group. We provide services to their Fisherman's Bend design engineering facility. So we do bespoke designs for DST, as well as go right through the manufacturer. So everything from electronic solutions to mechatronic solutions to large metal fabrication as well. And the final major part of the business is more the advisory part of the business, which is the above the line consulting side. So we're part of the Team Nova consortium with Nova ourselves and PricewaterhouseCoopers as well. So our biggest challenges and opportunities at the moment, I think, is particularly with the background of where Navy is going here at the Pacific Conference. The challenge for us is to bring the full range of test and evaluation capabilities that we can bring from our global parent into Australia. So what we can enable Navy to do is better understand the capability they have, to train more realistic against the threat that will be coming into the future. And as we enter that continuous shipbuilding, really understanding what capability do I have, where are my deficiencies, and therefore what processes or procedures or equipment do I need to actually cover up that vulnerability. So the real opportunity for us is to bring that capability to Australia so that the Australian Navy better understands how well it's trained, how well its equipment's performing, and as a system how it's doing. The challenge, as always, I think, with most of these companies is getting great people. We're really blessed with well over 400 people in QinetiQ Australia now. We need more really great people, so that's probably the challenge we have in the current environment. QinetiQ, fundamentally, if you look at who QinetiQ is, we only are successful when we partner with other organisations. We actually support other people's success. In the majority of the case in Australia, we actually partner with DST and the different elements of defence to enable their success. So we partner from the day one. But we also understand that QinetiQ can't bring everything, so we partner with a lot of SMEs. In terms of the major primes, we support them in small ways, but our primary customer is actually that we are not a manufacturer, so we're unbiased, unfettered advice to the Commonwealth and to Navy in this instance is really where our strength is. So in terms of working with the primes, we support them. The Type 26 program, obviously the Hunter class that's coming to Australia. QinetiQ has been intimately involved with all the hydrodynamic capabilities, the propeller design and other areas of that ship as well, but that's coming in through BAE as well. So we work overseas with some of the primes, but in Australia the focus is really on supporting our key clients and helping them understand what they have and how to use it better. I'd like to, I think where we're really innovative in problems, there was an engine change capability for C-27J. So again, the aircraft came into Australia without the capability to safely remove the engine and do an engine change in the C-27J Air Force transport aircraft. So from scratch, we went through a full design process, designed, manufacture, and now deploying that capability so airmen can safely change engines around the world. It's now air portable as well. So a really unique capability that wasn't provided by the OEM, and they needed that niche technical solution. And I suppose the other area where we really are then bringing in that innovation, if you look behind me you'll see the Rattler supersonic target. So that's all fully funded from the internal research and development funds of QinetiQ, and that will allow, once we've finally certified it into the Australian station, the Australian Navy to actually practice, and Air Force, against realistic supersonic high performance threats on the Australian station. So in terms of bringing that innovation to the warfighter, that's something, as an ex-warfighter myself, that's something I'm very proud of, to be able to train those crews to a much higher level and actually give them representative threat and not have to go overseas. So not have to leave the Australian station and go to another country. We're talking about an indigenous capability that can be done here in Australia to support the highest end, the highest levels of test and evaluation for the combat systems. We're here in 2019 to make sure that Navy really understands what QinetiQ can bring to them to help do their test and evaluation. So I think everyone understands the engineering and the bespoke design capability we can bring, but we're really looking about making sure that we can create a sovereign industrial test and evaluation capability. So we're really making sure they understand just what's available. So as we go into a continuous shipbuilding, and particularly as forces need to prepare themselves to an even higher level than ever before, from the times I was in the Navy, that we can provide that service to make sure that they're ready to perform tomorrow in the way that they need to. So it's really to advertise the fact that we're ready here to support them and actually create a sovereign capability around the test and evaluation needs of Navy.